problem statement, write a program using TCP sockets for wired network to implement peer-to-peer chat using Java. So what is our aim is, our aim is to create a TCP sockets. As we all have studied, the TCP is reliable and connection oriented sockets. So here we have to set up the connection first, and then we will start the chat for the TCP sockets. Now we are implementing this program into Java, correct? So first is, let's look at the TCP server. So as we have already discussed, when we are creating a server, we are supposed to call the API server socket with a port number, correct? So this server socket is going to create a server, right? Create a socket. Then it will be implementing the functionality of bind, and it will be again implementing the functionality of a listen. Right, we have seen the Barclays socket. So Barclays socket, where I have given a few functionalities that we have already discussed while discussing the TCP sockets using C and even in the theory lecture. So what does the Barclays socket says, or what is the steps to create the socket is, first to call the socket API, then to go for after listen, gets created and binded with your IP address, and after that the server will be in a listening mode with the call which is called as a accept call. Fine. So here also with the Java sockets, we have a server socket API which internally does the task of the socket bind and listen. Right. So now currently my server socket is opened at port number 11111, and then I have implemented a call as a accept. So here I am waiting for a client to send a request. Right. So server is waiting for the connection. Did you understood this till here? Socket ss dot accept. So what I am doing here is I am waiting for the connection from the client. Right. So now with this we will move to the client code. So in a client code, again what I have to do is I have to create a socket, right, with the same port number. Now currently our server and client are running on the same machine. That's the reason I have given the IP address as a local host over here. But suppose if your server and client are running on different machines in your laboratory setup, then you are supposed to give the IP address of the server at this position. So here I am creating a socket local host because currently it will be running on the same machine and a port number. Right, and then what I am supposed to do, see this, in this case at the client, this particular socket call is going to do the functionality of creating a socket and sending a request to the server. These two functionalities are inbuilt in the socket call of Java. Are you getting this? So what does it do is it has created a socket and it has sent a request of connect to a server. So once my socket call is successful, I will be coming back to this accept of a server. So here the server will be accepting the call from the client, and then now the communication to servers and client. So after this, what I need is, I need an input from a standard input, that is a keyboard. So I'm opening a scanner class. I'm creating an object of a scanner class to accept the input from the standard input device, that is your keyboard. And then this particular input, the input I will be getting, I'm supposed to transmit it across the network using the data input stream and data output stream. And that's the reason I'm creating the object of data input stream class and data output stream class, both. Correct. So this particular data input stream class object is created with the object of the socket. So this particular data input stream is related to the socket which has been mentioned as a input parameter. Even this particular data output stream is related to a socket been mentioned as a input parameter while creating this data output stream. The same is happening at the client side also. At the client side also, I'm creating a data input stream object and data output stream object related to a socket. So now there is a virtual pipe which is created between the client and server by using this data input stream and data output stream. Correct? Now the task of the server client is, this is a peer-to-peer chat. Chat means what? The one is sending the message, another is replying back with the message, and it's like this. The chat goes on between the client and server. So what we have to do is consecutively the client and server has to send some messages. So that message is entered by the user. That's the reason we are taking the input from the standard input device. So the input is scanned from the standard input device. You can see here. See, input is read from the standard input device, and that will be returned through a data input stream to the client. Fine. So this is all is happening in a true while true loop, because we need a continuous chat application. So here the client is saying enter the message. So once the message is entered by the user from the keyboard, that message, see that this is what the message which is entered by the user from the keyboard. Now this particular message is returned on a data output stream. Now what is this data output stream? This data output stream is created for a given socket. You can see here it is created for a given socket. So with the help of this data output stream, my message is returned. So now at the server end, this will be read. You can see with the help of a data input stream, I am reading the message which is sent by a client, and that will be printed on the screen of the server. I say that the client and then the message which is sent by the client. Correct? Now, in the same manner, now the server is asking to enter the message. So now the server side asks the users to enter the message. The message is scanned with the help of the scanner class, and then that is returned to the client string. So it is returned with the help of data output stream. So once it is returned, you can see at the client end, it is read. So you can see here in.read UTF. Correct? So data input stream help us to read the message which is sent by a server. So this is how the communication goes on continuously between server and client. Now how to quit from the communication? How should we say bye, or how should we say exit, or how should we say goodbye to each other? So for that, at every moment, whatever message we get from the client or whatever message is entered from the keyboard to send to the client, every place we will be checking if the message equals to exit. And if it is equal to exit, I will be printing on the screen as quitting, and I will be closing first the data input stream, then the data output stream, then the scanner class I need to close, then I have to close the connection with the socket, and the server has to close at the end, and then we will say the system.exit. Right? And suppose I get a message which is sent, say this is from the client, and suppose the user enters the message for the exit at a server end. Again, what a server has to do? Server will be writing that exit to the client, and then it will again do the procedure of exit for the server. So at the client end, again, suppose we get a message from the server as exit, we will be checking if the cmessages.equals, which is exit, then the client has to say I'm quitting, and then closing the data input stream, data output stream, scanner class object, then the socket object, and then the system.exit. And if it gets a message from exit, then it will again follow the same procedure of exit at the client end. So this is how the client server communication happens for the chatting application. I hope you all have understood the code in details. Now we will see the execution of the code. So I will be opening the command prompt, right? I will be opening the command prompt. I think I need to share the screen. Okay, screen one. So are you able to see the command prompt on the screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So as it is a client server, so we require two command prompts. So first command prompt, second, and then we go to the folder. Here is my code, and I will be compiling the code Java C TCP server dot, right. So my compilation is successful. My server code is compiled successfully. In a similar manner, I will be compiling my client code also. In a similar manner, I will be compiling my and Java C TCP Java. So my Java client code is also compiled successfully. Now please remember one important task while executing the code of any client server setup, you have to keep your server running and then only you can run your client code. Because the server, always there has to be a server which is ready for accepting the request from the client, and then only the client server setup will be completed. So please remember that first task is whenever you are executing your code during your examination or during the practice, first you have to keep your server code running. So now I'm keeping my server code ready. So TCP server. So this is how my server is started. So what it is saying, it is waiting for the connection, right? So in the code, you must have seen this particular statement. Now I am running my client code. So TCP client, so connected. So now what it is prompted with, it is saying enter the message. So I say hi. You can see the client has said hi, and now the server is asking to enter the message. So I will say how is the day. You can see the message from the server. Server says, how is the day? Now enter from the client side. Say, fine. So the message from the client has come as a fine. Now I want to exit. So what I have to do, I have to write exit. Correct? So once I write exit here, no, exit, okay, it's in a small case. So once I write exit here, I get a message, I got a message, and then I came out, right? So at the same time, when the clients have said exit here, so the server also got the exit message, and it has also quitted successfully. It has closed down the all input streams, output streams, close the socket for the client and the server socket, and then the proper exit, proper cleaning of all the streams or all the resources which has been utilized in this communication is the closed down properly, and then the server and client codes has exited from the scenario, right? I hope this peer-to-peer chatting with TCP is clear with all of you.